unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. That's what I'm talking about. All right, good evening, people. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. This is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. The Crime Chaser, going live. We got a great topic tonight. We're going to be talking about the 5 Memphis police officers that beat Tyree Nichols, down. They beat him down after a traffic stop and killed him. I believe he died a couple of days later. People, this is, we're going to compare this. These are 5 black officers. So, hey, this is good. I see you, D. I see you. I see my boy D. Prayers out for my boy D from all the way from Texas. Not feeling well, but he's on here. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to share this video, and we're going to talk live about this. That's what we're going to do. We want to talk live. We're definitely going to do that. And this is terrible, people. This is definitely terrible. And I tell you, and listen, and to all you officers out there, you see what's going on out there. I'm talking to the black officers. See, it don't take no time to get you arrested and charged and booked and send you to prison. But when them white officers do things like this, in which they have done and probably going to do it again, we got the march, we got the protest, we got the riot, we got to tie the place up and do all types of things just for an arrest. That goes to show you that there is 2 justice systems here in America, one for white folks and one for black folks. I tell you, this is definitely live, uncut, unedited, people. I tell you, this is definitely live. And listen, and we don't justify no bad behavior at all. Whether you're black, blue, green, whatever. You got to treat people right. You got to treat them right. This is live, uncut, unedited, people. I tell you, plug my phone up. All right. All right. Come on in, people. This is definitely live, uncut, unedited. All right. And it didn't take no protest to get these 5 black men arrested at all, did it? Not at all. It didn't take no protest for that. Now, all the cities around the country, they on alert now because they don't know if it's going to be a protest, a national protest because of this. And some of you out here, you ready to tab something. You're not marching for justice. You marching to go steal and rob. That's what you out here marching for. Well, not even marching, protesting, I would say. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Now listen, I want to say this, and I'm gonna keep it. What I'm gonna do? Tell the truth and what? And shame the devil. This is what I'm gonna do. Now you guys know, and I know that those that live in Chicago, those that know the story, when Jason Van Dyke shot and killed Laquan McDonald, shot him 16 times, I'm sorry. They covered it up. Ron Emanuel administration covered it up. They hid it. And when the word got out, some brothers, they went and they subpoenaed the video. And even with the video out, we still didn't get arrested. We had to march. We had to protest. And this officer was a white man. This is what we see all the time. All the time. They don't waste no time. The system, when it comes to a black man doing something in law enforcement, you're quick to get railroad. And this is, listen, right now, they're not covering up for these 5 cops at all. I'm not saying that they should at all. I got a caller coming in. I'm not saying that they should, but you know, and I know, and black police officers, let me tell you something. You have witnessed, you have seen where these white police officers shoot our young black men down and mistreat our black men. And what do? You got your hands over your mouth. You turn your head the other way. You cover your eyes and you don't say nothing. And they get away with it. But look at you. Who's covering for you, officer? I got a caller. Hey, caller, where you calling from? Come on, caller. 9433. I can't hear you, caller. Let me hear you. Caller, go ahead. Hold on, caller. I'm sorry.
Say they going to throw the book at them.
Oh, yeah. Well, say that again, caller. I had you on mute. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I say I'm calling to say they're going to throw the book at them because the color of their skin. Mm-hmm. What's right is right, wrong is wrong. They shouldn't have did that.
Okay. Well, why the white police officers don't get it? Why they don't get it?
Because they don't get it because they white. Mm-hmm. They white. And you just said 10 minutes ago, it's two systems. It's the white system and it's the black system. And they shouldn't throw the book at the black folks. Mm-hmm. It's not going to take long. It's not going to take long to prosecute them or none of that. It's not.
Mm-hmm. And you know, it take all day to fire these white cops. They find every excuse not to fire these white cops. But the black ones, it didn't take no time. Now, just think about it. We had a video. No. We had a video of George Floyd, of a white officer, had his knee on his neck for 7 or 8 minutes. And it was hard to get an arrest. It was hard. We had a video. But here's a Ethiopian man in Minnesota. He shot a white woman in the head. And you didn't have no video, and they arrested him right away. An Ethiopian brother. Right on. So this is what I'm talking about. Right. So all you black officers that you sit by and watch these white officers abuse black people, and you don't say anything, you quiet. Where's your white officers now that's helping these 5 brothers here? I got another caller. Hey, caller. Where you calling from? Caller, go ahead.
Hey, I'm Jason. I'm calling from Chicago.
Hey, how you doing?
Calling out of Chicago. Well, hey, I was watching the press conference about these 5 officers, and it is amazing all the charges that these officers have. They have been charged with kidnapping, failure to intervene. I mean, they got about 8 charges, and I'm just trying to understand. It's like they're botching the case already. What is it that they know that they haven't released about this kidnapping? They are being charged with, these officers are being charged with kidnapping, and they were in uniform. So how does an officer kidnap someone in uniform? What is going on here? I want to know, is there a past with this young man, Tyree Nichols, with these 5 officers? Something is not right. And this isn't the first time, and I'm going to say it, I don't care who get mad. This ain't the first time these 5 officers have whooped up on somebody. This is the first time that we know of it and that they've killed someone. See, they wasn't clicking with the right crew. They were fired immediately. Wasn't even put on desk duty with pay. They were fired. They were fired right now.
Mm-hmm. So
that man lived for 3 days and died on the 10th. They beat him like that. They snapped his neck. His neck was broken. On January 10th, he died. I mean, on January 7th, he died on the 10th. And the mace was deployed in the stop. He ran for his life, trying to get away, and they caught up with him again and finished him off. So I'm trying to understand, what is the history and what is it that these prosecutors know about this case to charge these officers with kidnapping?
Well, tomorrow,
what is going on, Martin?
let me just say that as of tomorrow, Friday, the video will be released to the public. So we'll see what charges, how they got the charges. And again, I want to say to the family, you have my condolence. And I'm not saying that these officers are justified because they're black. Nowhere, I'm not saying it. But my point is tonight is showing you how quick we can get an arrest for police officers that look like us. But if it was some white officers, we would have to march, we have to threaten to protest and loot and do all these things to get the attention. That goes to show you that there's a double standard here. That's what I'm saying. Yes, this family got to make up funeral arrangements and bury their loved one. So, but it's still not right. We always say right is right, wrong is wrong, period. We see the comparison here. And I gave you guys an example here in Chicago with the Laquan McDonald and Jason Van Dyke, which was the white officer that shot the black man, black teenager 16 times. They hid it for 2 years. Then when we found out about it, we started marching and protesting. Even after that, we still had to do that in order to get an arrest. Still.
Well, there's other black officers here in Chicago that are in prison right now for doing less. They in prison right now for doing much less. So
let me just say this. The white cops get off. And I'm upset that the black officers be looking and watching the way these white officers intimidate, beat, mistreat, shoot, and kill our black brothers and sisters and don't say anything. Don't say anything. You talk about the community, the code of silence. What about the code of silence of the police officers that you see wrongdoing? Now, I'm telling you, people, this is real. This is a sad situation. And I'm not taking up for these officers for their behavior. It's wrong. Now you got every police department in the United States right now on high alert. They're preparing. They're preparing right now as we speak, especially here in the city of Chicago. They are preparing just in case if there's going to be some rioting, looting, protesting. They are preparing right now because they don't know what's going to happen after this video becomes public tomorrow, which is Friday.
When they release that video, it's going down.
It's probably going to go down. It's probably going to go down. And let me just say this. No, listen, for those that truly protest, I commend you. But for those of you just want to come out here and tab some, burn up some, steal some, and breaking people's business, I have no respect for you. Not at all. This is not the time where you breaking somebody's business and steal or burn up somebody's business. This is not the time. This is time to make a statement. If we're going to march and protest, we're going to do what's right and do it right. No business should have to close early because they're afraid of you going inside their business at all. Don't come out here and blend with the protesters and you know you got a mindset of you want to steal and shoot and rob and burn up people's property. Don't come out here with the protesters. Don't stand with them. If you can't stand with them when they're marching and protesting at the police station, at the state's attorney's office, or wherever, you don't need to be with them when in times like this. So this is real, people, and I'm upset about it. And the white folks, what they get? Desk duty with pay. They didn't take no time of firing these 5 officers. You know?
They was within hours, baby.
Right. Call in, people. 872-297-6389. If you can't get in on that line, you can call 872-299-0808. Again, 872-299-0808. we are taking callers. We already have 2 people on the panel, 2 females. I need some men. Come on, talk to me now. Come and talk. If this is not discrimination and racism, what is it? What is it? What is it, people? What is it? Right. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. This ain't no thing of the past. This is a thing of the present right now. We've seen, listen, even with the officer that killed George Floyd, put his knee on his neck, Officer Chauvin, whatever his name, Chauvin, whatever his name is.
Derek Chauvin.
Yeah. It took time for them to arrest him and terminate him. Why is that? Why is that? See, and again,
complexion for the protection, baby.
Again, you see it clear as daylight. Clear as day. You don't have to call me the N-word, but you treat me like one. You treat me like one. You showing me you don't have to say Black lives don't matter. You showing me that Black lives don't matter. That's what you're showing. I want to show you. And see, a lot of you.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Back here a few years ago, there was a white woman that was married to a jazz player that lived in Oak Park, Illinois, on the west side. And she took her Black daughter and her daughter's Black boyfriend to a different country. I think it was Mali or Bali or whatever. And they got that white woman over there and they killed her and shoved her in the suitcase. Okay? I'm bringing that up to say, look at the same situation with Shanquella Robinson. Now, they killed that white lady over there. You remember that? Okay? She went to prison over there, had her baby there, and then when she got released from prison over there, when she came back to the United States, they put her in jail here because she killed her white mother. Why is Shanquella Robinson's killer still roaming free? Why? See what I'm saying?
So
it's the same thing. Look it up. With the Molly.
Yeah, and people, we see it. Free? We see it. We got another caller. We see it. We see it. And listen, every city is preparing right now because they don't know what's going to happen once this video comes out tomorrow to the public. Hey, caller, where you calling from? 6017. Where you calling from, caller? Hey, caller. How you doing? Hey, caller. Hello?
Yes. How's it going? What's going on?
Good. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from out here in Chicago. What's up?
Okay, do me a favor, brother. Do me a favor. Turn down your Facebook. Turn it all the way. Turn it off or turn it down.
I'm on it right now.
Because you can't listen to me and that at the same time. Right, it's going to be a delay.
Show me.
And an echo. And your phone should not be on loud mic as well, too. Just put it up to your ear.
Okay, then. Yeah, that's how I got it right now.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You know me, I'll be with David Lowry. Yeah, okay. I agree with you on a lot of things, but it's one thing in specific that we know for truth. We know that the tactics that's been done against us as a people, for as long as it's been done, the tactics that the counter tactics that we've been using hasn't been working. One thing, if we want to stop all of this, if it gets in their pockets, it'll stop. Our businesses that's insured, if they burnt down, they got to rebuild them. And if we shop in them after they burn them down and rebuild them, then we got a better place to shop and more incentives to buy with ourselves. As far as the stealing and this, that, and the other, look how much has been stolen from us throughout the years. If it costs, it costs.
Okay. Now let me say something, sir. Sir, let me say something. I understand you. Hold on. First of all, we know merchandise can be replaced, property can be replaced. What I'm saying is for those of us that's out there protesting, that's trying to get things done and get our voices heard, you have those that's come out with one mind and one mind only: destruct, kill, steal, destroy, rob. Then you want to merge in with the protesters. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to do what you're going to do, hey, Don't stand with the protesters. That's all I'm saying, brother. I understand. I'm not defending nobody property and all that, no business property. But what I'm saying is, for those of us that have a mindset that we're going to stand, we're going to march, and we're going to do whatever we do when out there, we're not going to destroy nobody's business. That's all I'm saying. Now, I understand it's probably not our business in no way. That's all I'm saying, brother. Don't come around the protesters and we get the bad name for it. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Blend in.
That's all. Blend in.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying, brother. I understand what you're saying.
That's absolutely true. But this has to come to a stop. And the only way it's going to come to a stop, it's going to have to start costing. And that's just the truth of the fact of the matter. When it gets to be a problem to them, then it's going to stop being a problem. Just watch how fast that tactic works.
Yeah, oh yeah, that works. I mean, protesting works too. Everything works. And listen, everybody's not going to protest and march and protest. I understand that. Now, you got different people do different things. You got certain people just come out just to steal. You got certain people just come out to loot.
Right.
You got certain people just come out to set fire to these buildings and stuff like that. All I'm asking is, don't stand with the protesters if you own that. That's all I'm saying. If you own that, go another direction.
That's true.
Don't come over here with the protesters that's trying to make some noise. You know, that's all I'm asking. If you own that, I can't tell you what to do. You grown, but don't stand over here with us. So we gonna get the blame. That's all I'm saying, brother. Because like like I said earlier.
I'm not.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
What I'm saying is we're just not doing it right. Jesus back in the day, when not Jesus, but when those plagues went through, to put the lamb's blood, there was, anything and everything could be done in an orderly fashion. I don't know if it's the blood of a rat or something, or what have you, thrown across the door or whatever, but whatever marks that business not to be one of the ones that's touched because their insurance ain't paid up or whatever. There needs to be something done, to get the effect and cause the money damages to these insurance companies will stop this lunacy. We are corporation controlled. The state is a corporation. Many of the states have incorporated. It's all about the money. If it's not affecting the money, then they're not going to make this stop.
Brother, let me just say something to you. And I'm going to say it out of respect to the panel. There's no room for a black man here in America, especially in a group. Maybe they'll let you have an individual success, but not as a group success. There's no room for that, brother. Trust me. This system is not designed to make us win. It's their system. It's in their play.
That's right.
Now, I'm just going to be honest with you.
And their play has catered to, let's see, you say what can't be done? Well, the LGBTQ, community, they sure have got a lot of things done in a short time period of time. What about these legislations and everything? One Chinese person get beat up or what have you. So now all of a sudden, what have you? We got 20 laws behind all this. Right? I mean, let's take a look at this,
brother.
We as a people,
again,
put this country together.
Again, brother. Again.
Okay.
This system is built to destroy, to rule, and conquer black people. That's what I'm saying. So there's no way. I don't care what we do.
Absolutely.
You listen.
The mix with the Southern strategy.
So they've already shown us.
You know this.
They've shown us that black lives don't matter in this country. They're showing us by their actions.
Yes, and I understand that.
So,
Brother Mark, we know this. I agree with you totally, wholeheartedly. But the solution is it's going to have to come to a term where our pockets, just like the Southern strategy, we get hurt, but they don't get hurt. Well, it's going to have to come to a term where we get inconvenienced momentarily for a while, but their pockets get hurt. If you wanted to
I don't think they even care about the money.
Brother, listen.
They don't care about the money.
I'm just going to say that.
Well,
listen,
that would be interesting, but
sister,
either which way we'd have this.
Brother, let me say this. Let me speak. Let me speak, brother. Let me speak.
Okay.
You remember the Jim Crow. In the Jim Crow era, they didn't even want our money. They, like you said, sister, they didn't want our money. It's almost to the point now.
That was chunk change. That was chunk change we had to offer.
Listen. No, brother. Now hold it.
Okay,
hold it, brother. Hold it. That was not chump change. We had money. We had our own everything in the Jim Crow. Everything that you can imagine, we had in our areas, in our communities. You know, so as you said earlier today, this is a corporation ran company. I mean, country. What you said, and
yes, it
is a game being played on us. Only time that we're equal.
Yes, it is.
Only time that we're equal when we're paying our bills, and sometimes we pay more than the next man because we get redlined. I'm telling you. I got to tell you, I got a new caller. Hold it, sir. I got a new caller. Hey, call. I got a new caller. New caller. Go ahead, new caller. Go ahead, 2449. Go ahead, new caller. Go ahead, new caller.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, new caller.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here. Make sure you turn your Facebook down because you can't.
Hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead. Turn your face.
This is Memphis, man. John.
You got your Facebook turned down? You can't listen to me at Facebook.
I'm just making sure this is me you talking to.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm just making sure you can hear me.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, brother. How you doing, man?
Wonderful.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm from Memphis, man. And these guys here, I heard someone say that they was uniform cops. No, they not. They was a scorpion unit, kind of like a special unit. You know what I'm saying? They don't drive the police cars. They in plain, what you call it, like undercover cars or whatever, something like that there. And they don't have no uniforms. They pulled this guy over like 80 yards from his mama's house. Okay. So when that happened, he was asking them some questions or whatever. They were asking him questions, or whatever. And so it got heated or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the details like that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he struck out to running for some reason, and he was hollering, for his mama. You see what I'm saying? And our police director, when she seen the police director and the mayor seen the video the same night, she fired the police officers immediately because she said, "I'm not speaking as a director. I'm speaking as a mom." She fired them that same night they seen it, which was last week sometime. The mayor overrode her decision. You see what I'm saying? He overrode her decision. And so now that's when they did what they did today as far as arresting them or whatever. But two of them are bonded out. All of them bonded, but two of them are out now.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. When you said the mayor overrode her decision, when the mayor overrode her decision, what do you mean? What do you mean? They decided to give them their job back at first, or what the deal?
Yes, she fired them. He told her no, they wasn't fired, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he overrode her decision because it was public. It was made public that she fired them. But he come back and said they wasn't, overrode her decision. Said they were waiting on some attorney. I don't know all them terms and stuff they use, but you deal with this type of stuff. So some type of special attorney or whatever. What's his name? Something Murray. I forgot that he just got elected that position. He's some type of special lawyer here, whatever. And they were waiting on his decision, this, that, whatever. So they've been riding him pretty hard. So he waited on some other special lawyer come in, and they did what they did. That's why they brought him in today, and supposed to have fired him. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, they bonded out, which is some undercover stuff going on with that, because you supposed to go to see, all of them had over $100,000 bond. So you supposed to go see a judge to explain where you gonna get that money from to make bond. You see what I'm saying? So they doing some dirty stuff. They still covering up for them cops. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So there's still some dirt going on with it. And when our police director, C.J. Davis, like I said, when she seen the video, she fired him right then. So like I said, I don't know. You know, I know the news, the major news get their stories, and they fabricate everything. That's not the story here in Memphis. What I've been hearing on here, that's not the story here in Memphis.
Oh, see, that's what we're talking about.
And
Boots
like
on
I
the
said,
ground.
when she heard the boy,
let me ask you.
Yeah, and man, they cracked his skull. Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Tell me what is okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Tell me what is the atmosphere there in Memphis on the ground? What is it? What is people are saying? What's the pillow talk? What are they saying? Are they ready to tab something, or what do you think? I mean, what you feeling? You know.
Well, this morning the National Guard is here. You know, that's the street talk. Well, we know they're here. The National Guard here. Seeing all your major news stations are here. They looking for something. You know, anytime, because the funeral gonna be next Wednesday. Anytime Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson come, you know it's something to jump off.
No,
you see what I'm saying?
No,
so they know it's something to jump off.
Well, see what? No, they use them to calm it down. That's what they do. They see what they do. Yep. The white people.
So something. Right.
So they know something to go down, but they bring them in to calm everybody down. So they still think, man, so many people. We don't follow no Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. No, I'm not going.
Exactly.
We don't follow them.
That's what.
It's a new day.
That's what.
Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. So they know by bringing them, they know something finna happen. You see what I'm saying? That's what you answered the question. When they bring them in to calm them down. So if ain't nothing happening, what you gonna bring them in to calm them down for?
That's right.
Why Al Sharpton got to be the preacher? Why Al Sharpton got to be do the eulogy? Right. We got one of the most famous preachers in the world, by Dr. Frank Ray here in Memphis. Why Al Sharpton got to do it? Because it's something they expecting to happen. And they know once they see this video, and they done let these guys out, all hell gonna break loose. You see what I'm saying? So that's the game. That's what the street talk is, you know. But they everything's at a calm right now. They had a visual form tonight and all this stuff, like that tonight and stuff like that. But it's more of the powers that be is expecting something to jump off. You know what I'm saying? The street talk is not like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just, like waiting to see what's gonna be what. It's nobody's, because I talked to the activists and everything in here, and I said they kind of like you. They know the business, you know what I'm saying? Because they out there in the streets doing this. Right. You know what I'm saying? So they not looking to tear up the city, and it's more of the powers that be that's speaking on this. You see what I'm saying? So why you bringing in the National Guards and all this stuff at 10 o'clock this morning? You got CNN and all that stuff there. All them major news stations, they already here. They already here. So, that's what the street talk is.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want to ask you, what is Thaddeus Matthews saying about it?
See, that's why we get most of the tea from.
Right.
Basically, basically what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing, that's what a lot of information I'm getting from is Thaddeus, and they got a guy here named Frank Gotti, you know what I'm saying?
I know Frank Gotti.
And stuff like that,
I know Frank Gotti well.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of them guys, but that is, I know a lot of people don't like his ways and this, that, but he's the one that got the tea. He got the plug on everything.
He know everything.
He got the plug on everything in this city, So that's why we found another thing they telling the other city that this guy died three days later. No, he didn't. He was dead the night when they came pick him up. Right, because that is already showed a video of the guy laying out on the ground out there the night of. He already showed the video. The guy was laying out there dead, and one of the cops was sitting there smoking a cigarette while the guy laying on the ground. You see what I'm saying? And he was dead. Yeah,
is this true, brother?
They practice.
Is this true? Is this true?
Yes.
They said that they're thinking about giving some charges to the EMS, emergency people, the ambulance people too, as well. They think about they had some.
They thinking about it. They got fired the other night because they withheld some information or something to that nature there.
They falsified documents and said that he was
right. Exactly, and he wasn't. He was dead as a doorknob out there.
He was dead.
I hate to put it like that, but he was dead when they got there. They broke his neck. Yeah. They broke his nose. Yeah. they stuffed his brains in, you know what I'm saying, cracked his skull. The guy it was over with, you see what I'm saying? It was over with that night, you know, but they covered it up saying that he was, you know, and I really think that the EMS, whatever you call them, I think they got caught up in the mix. When they come out there, they know the guy was dead. So you're looking at 5 cops, you know, they done killed this guy. So what is you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? You like, you know, that's just my personal opinion. I think they got caught up in the mix.
Okay, brother. Let me ask you another question, brother. Okay, now
go ahead.
I'm familiar with Frank Gotti, and so those guys are on the ground. Has there been any protesting yet on the ground? No protesting at all.
No
protesting. Okay.
No.
Okay. And
no.
Yeah, go ahead, sir. You have a question. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question, Martin?
Go. Yeah. Is it relating to this?
The EMT. What about that picture? Yes, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Besides the EMTs being in trouble, what about that doctor picture of him being in a hospital with all the tubes and everything?
That was a game. He was dead already.
Yeah, that was a game.
Right.
That's a good question, though.
Somebody else be accountable besides Justy?
That's a good question too. Right. You know, that's a good question too, bro. That's a good. I never looked at it like that because they did show him in the hospital.
Now, and what they saying, they go investigate. I think it's called St. Francis here in Memphis. Because usually when we have a case like that there, you know, they take him to a place called the Med. They carry him straight there. It's like, why did they carry him to St. Francis? St. Francis is not that type of hospital. When you got, you know, a trauma scene like that, they carry him to the Med. So that's two different type of hospitals. Why they go to St. Francis? So folks saying St. Francis, you know, how many times have these guys did this stuff and they covered, you know, and they covering it up or something like that. So everybody's going to be investigated. And so that them MTS people, they got fired the other night.
And let me say this too. Let me say this.
Let
me just say this, people. Let me just say this. Here in Chicago, if you show up in the emergency room with a stab wound or a gunshot wound, automatically they're calling the police. That's just the policy, period. Now, if you want to kill a person, don't take them to the trauma unit. Just take them to another unit. And y'all know what I'm trying to say. So why would you take a person that's brutally beat up, all broken up, and you don't take them to a trauma unit and you take them to a regular urgent care?
Exactly.
Come on, that don't make you wanted him to die.
Right.
You wanted him to die. See, this is what they do to us people.
Right.
And when people like me speak out and say it, you need to go get a job. You need to be quiet. No. See, black people, not all of us, we think this is the way things supposed to be. White people on top and black people on the bottom. That's not normal, people.
Right.
You can't deny no man food, water, and shelter. Go ahead, Memphis.
Let me say this, Crime Chase.
Go ahead.
Now,
go
this
ahead.
just a rumor on the street. So don't nobody take this as the gospel.
Okay.
This just the word on the street.
Hold on, sister. Hold on. Y'all talking in the background. Hold on. We can't hear the brother. Okay, you gotta hold on, sister. Let me hear what you gotta say. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
That's what exactly she just said. Exactly what the guy that they killed. They saying that he's supposed to have been screwing one of the officers' wife. That's the word on the street.
I heard that.
All right, hold on. Hey, listen.
So I know.
Shawnee, let's talk. We got talking order now. I want to circle here. Okay. Now so y'all saying that there's a rumor out that he was sleeping with one of the officer's wife, right? Is that what you guys are saying? The rumor? That's not gospel, right? That's not gospel, but okay.
That's not the gospel.
Okay.
That's not gospel. That's the word on the street.
Okay.
But it's not gospel. So don't nobody run and say that's what it is. But that's the word on the street. And it was like, why did these guys stop him? Because that's not their job. Y'all not regular cops.
Right.
So was this personal? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why, why were y'all doing, what was y'all doing in this particular neighborhood? You see what I'm saying? Was y'all following this guy or what? Because that's y'all are the Scorpion unit, kind of like a Navy SEAL group or something like, them special units the police have, you know what I'm saying? Kind of sort of, you put them in the same kind of narrative, something like that, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's supposed to be about.
Well, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
To my female guest.
Go ahead.
I want to ask her a question. What do you think? What do you think that's going to happen? Just this is not gospel. What do you foresee that's going to happen to these black officers?
They're gonna get 3-4 years apiece.
Oh, you think so?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead, brother.
Let me say something. Can I say something?
Yes, so girl, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
With that being said, if that is the word on the street, and if that comes to light, if that comes into play, then the charges of second degree
should go
that
up.
would have to be changed on a lawful note because there's motivation for first degree murder and accomplice to first degree murder. You know, all of this propaganda that's being done and stuff and what have you, this is an atrocity to the people.
Yes.
This is an atrocity to the people by public officials. I mean, this is
right.
Bigger than Nino Brown. Yeah, it's some big issues going on now.
Right.
Can I let me ask you a question? What's the percentage? Memphis. What is the percentage of white officers on the force in Memphis? I mean, just give me a roundabout. It may not be accurate, but what? Give me the ratio. Is it more blacks or is it more whites or on the police department in Memphis? Is it even?
I think it's more black than it is white. Yeah, because we like 75-80% black in Memphis.
Okay.
So
no, that don't mean anything. No, hold on.
Yeah,
that don't mean anything, brother. That don't mean anything.
I understand what you're saying, but I do believe because you see more black cops than you see whites. You see what I'm saying? So I really believe I can't give you no percentage on that, but I really believe it's more blacks than it is, whites.
So is the police chief a male or female or black or white? What's the color nationality of the police chief or the command?
She's a female.
She's a female.
She's a female. She's female and she's black.
Okay.
Yeah, this her first. I don't even think this her full first year yet. She's from South Carolina or something. C.J. Davis. Y'all can look her up. C.J. Davis. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this her first year. Like I said, she fired them like second. She made her little interview. She fired them the night she seen it. You see what I'm saying? When she seen it, because her and the mayor seen the video before the parents, before the family did. So she immediately fired them because she was thinking like a mom versus police director.
Mm-hmm.
And the mayor overrode her decision. She had already said it had went public. It was on the news and everything that they was fired. They was fired. Then come back later on and said, well, no, they not fired. So and the question through the city was because if y'all know Thaddeus Matthews, you know him.
We know him.
He gave all the addresses to the cops' houses and phones and all that stuff there. And it's like, well, where have y'all been? Where have y'all been hiding these guys at? You see what I'm saying? Where they at? Ain't nobody seen them. You see what I'm saying? So they've been kind of in some type of protective custody because everybody know where they stay at. But ain't nobody seen them. Right.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of stuff that we know we getting in. Go ahead.
Okay, I want to ask the brother 708, the other male, and I want you to be truthful, honest with me. Do you think it would be justified? I'm just speaking on a protest or looting one. Do you think it'd be justified for anybody to tap anything to hurt? I'm just asking personally. Go ahead, my brother. 6017. I'm talking to you.
You talking to me?
No, not you. Not you, Memphis. Yeah, I'm talking to you, brother. The one.
Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. Do you think if America go out,
not by this.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'm asking. The question is,
as far as me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead with the question. I don't want to be specific.
Do you think it would be justified for America to loot, to burn, or do whatever thing? Do you think in your eyes it'd be justified to cost them some money for doing what happened in Memphis? Do you think that'd be justified? in the eyes of people, period.
Okay. By being a
This is your personal opinion.
Listen,
this is your personal opinion. Okay. Yeah.
Right. My personal yes, this is my personal opinion. By now in light of things, knowing that okay, well this is possibly something personal and they just happen to be police and they got some gang shit and they got some gang stuff and what have you, and this was personal. This isn't, the blue line and the blue police brutality issue at hand per se right now. However, I stand firmly on we just ain't doing this right. Whenever these policemen, whenever these racists, whenever there's something done to our people, we need to put some markers on these doors or what have you, and start getting these dilapidated stores or what have you, redid or what have you. And if it comes to that, the boys want to steal or whatever, hey, okay, then here's your cue. Exit stage left. Go ahead, have it. Meanwhile, in between, let me call my insurance company, because if you want it to stop, it's going to have to start getting in their pockets. I'm sorry. That's just the truth to the fact is.
Okay. That's my sister, you got something to say to that? Go ahead, Memphis.
Okay,
go ahead, Memphis. Go ahead, Memphis.
I want to throw something in there because you're smart, man. I've been watching you for a while.
Okay.
I'm going to throw something in for you.
Okay.
When she got here last summer, someone broke it. I'm talking about the police director.
Mm-hmm.
Someone broke in her car, stole her gun. It hadn't been found yet. They broke in her house. Don't nobody know who did it. You see what I'm saying? This when she first got here. This was last summer. I see somebody say she been here a while since Dolph case. Dolph just got killed last November, October, somewhere like this.
Mm-hmm.
So she hadn't been here a full year yet. But yeah, so it's a lot of stuff going on, and and it kind of coincide with, did Jim Strickland, which is our mayor, did you bring her here so you can dictate her narrative? You know what I'm saying? If she say this, you go over, so cause everything, it's a lot of stuff that ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? If she the police director, and how's folk breaking in her house? How's folk breaking in her car? You see what I'm saying? She the police director. We ain't talking about me in your car. We talking about the police director. You see what I'm saying? And her, so I'm just throwing it out there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So.
Well, let me just...
it's kind of like she got a little pool, but she don't.
Okay, I think we're in the same situation like that. Go ahead, my sister. You want to comment on that?
Mm-hmm.
Sister, my sister.
Well, I want to say this about what the young man said about it's not going to change until we hit them in the pocket. I disagree with that. Things aren't going to change until it's their blood that's in the street. Okay, I'm not promoting violence. I'm just simply saying that it's not going to change until it starts happening to them. Okay, when they're not safe, when they start getting attacked and murdered and bludgeoned and beaten and dragged behind and run in vehicles and all that kind of stuff, that's when it's going to change. Okay, it's not gonna, like you say, they have insurance. Yeah, they have insurance.
Yes,
okay, so anything that's lost can be, but see, you can't replace loss of life when it's their blood that's in the street, when it's their children that are being bludgeoned and beaten to the death and stomped out and choked out and all this stuff. When they don't feel safe. Okay, when they start getting pulled over because somebody tapped the back of their car and hit their bumper, and then they're beaten in the street for the world to see on national TV, that's when it's going to change. Just like it did with this these meth. It was a crack cocaine problem for decades, and nobody cared. But then when these prescription drugs came out and all this meth and all this fentanyl, it started killing all these white kids. Now it's an epidemic and it's a problem. Okay?
Right.
It wasn't a problem when it was crack.
Okay.
I would like
Martin, can I comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead. Comment. Go ahead, brother. Go
Can
ahead.
I comment on that, Martin?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Memphis. Go
okay.
ahead.
I feel exactly what she's saying. But I kind of agree with the guy was saying, because it reminded me of an incident here in Memphis maybe 2-3 years ago. I forgot what had happened, but those same actors, Frank got in them. You know, Memphis is #1 distribution center in America. Everything comes through Memphis, right? So they got a bridge between Memphis and Arkansas. Them guys, them activists, they shut that bridge down.
I remember Frank Gotti,
Smith, the guy that owned UPS. When they cut their money off, Fred Smith called the mayor. The guy on UPS called the mayor. The folk at the airport called, because, you know, you cut their money off. And they said, excuse my friend, go get them niggas off that bridge because they shut my money down. It ain't always about the violence. Something, because if you go violent with them folk, you ain't going to win.
Nope.
That's just point blank. You're not.
Ma'am,
go ahead.
Well, ma'am, I would like to clarify. Notice I said anything and everything can be done in an orderly fashion. What I mean is, yes, those subjects in our neighborhood, in our communities, no, don't mess with their stores. But by all means, our stores, the ones that, you know, with the marking, the one, however it, in an orderly fashion it was to be done, where they had to come in and fix our stores, make our stores better than the Arab store that's on the corner or the Chinese store that's on the corner. No, leave those there. But ours that's insured, that's going to have to be rebuilt, that's going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars out of an insurance company's pockets, is what I'm talking about, in an orderly fashion. But no, by all means, the other ones there. Put ours back together right, and then put the community money resource into our stores that'll be nice now.
Well, let me I want to tell you guys something. Let me just say something. I want to switch the conversation a little bit. Now, I'm going to go a little biblical on y'all. And we got to get out of this thinking. Listen, when they wanted to go over to Canaan land, they sent spies over there, all right? And the spies, they came back and reported, said, it's giants. We could never win. So we don't want to have that same mentality. So God had to wipe out all them people before they can enter into the Canaan land. Listen, trust me. Anybody can be defeated, regardless. Defeated. War is war. Anybody can be defeated. Trust me. That young lion can come along and destroy that old lion. So don't never underestimate nobody. If two people in the ring together, one might be heavily favored, strong to win, but it may not turn out like that all the way. It's just like a man run up on another man and thinking he finna shoot and kill him, and he might get killed himself. So don't never underestimate yourself. Now we know we ain't got no planes and all that, but you just never know. You never know. But we can't have that. We could never do that. Never know. We can't have that mentality because we playing ourselves short. I'm telling you, with God, anything is possible.
But that goes what you said though. Strategy.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, strategy. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's strategy can't be the same. You know what I'm saying? So you can strategize, but your strategize might not be violence. It might be, okay, we stop spending money. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's a war within itself.
Yes,
you see what I'm saying? That, you know, it's not a physical war, but it's a financial war.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So but I understand exactly what you're saying, but it's called strategy.
And let me tell you,
what I'm saying? So you can't fight the same. You can't fight the same war they fight. You know what I'm saying?
Memphis. Hold on, bro. Memphis. Listen to this, y'all. Listen to this.
Right.
United States, they dropped a bomb on the Japanese. But the Japanese have declared war against the United States. How? Through the economy. That's how they have. That's how they have declared war on. They declared war on them. They knew that they can't beat America in weaponizing, in weapons. They too advanced. But they know we're gonna collapse their economy. We're gonna compete with the economy. We're gonna buy one of their cars and redo it. So that's how they declare war on America. Not through no bloodshed. So it can happen. It can happen.
Exactly.
It can happen. So that goes what you said, brother. That's strategy.
That's right.
You know, and so we can't just lay down and just let somebody take your life. You got to fight. And I'm gonna tell you, the slaves, it has been a lot of slave revolts in this country. You just don't hear about it. You just don't know about it. Our ancestors didn't lay down. Even in Tulsa, Oklahoma, they fought to death. They fought. They didn't just lay down and let them come and take their property and stuff like that. They had to attack them through the sky.
Right.
Yeah, good.
But just like you had acknowledged, Brother Nod, guess what? This is the whole problem with this propaganda. Look at that, the way the media is spinning this. Look at the way that we're getting the information. Look at who's controlling the information. These corporations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's why you on live, uncut, unedited.
Until we unify.
Yeah. Well,
that's right.
Well, let me just say this, brother. We all don't have to unify. It's just got to be enough of us to get some things done to unify. So you can't, you're not going to have 100% black people on board. You don't even have 100% white people all together. They got different fashions, but they have enough to get the job done. So if you waiting on a 100% black people get together, one heart, one soul, one mind, brother, you will be waiting for centuries. It just got to be enough of us.
Because like you said, you know, we you don't need everyone. You just need the right one.
The right one.
The right one. There you go.
That's it.
Yep.
That's
you can't
it.
use everyone. You got to use the right one. You know. Yep. But but they like, you know, but going back to what you was asking, you know, but they mixing the stories up on all these different news medias. That's why everybody getting something different here and there, you know. So I was like, wow, they ain't, you know, who said they was a uniform cops? You know what I'm saying? Which is no disrespect to the person that said that.
I know earlier. I said it earlier.
Right, and I know they probably didn't not. Right, and that's why I said, you know, y'all probably not getting the same type of information that we get. There's no disrespect to nobody. It's just, you know, that's why I like his show. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, he's our news. You know what I'm saying? So we get the real news. We get the street news. You see what I'm saying? So that's the real news. They gonna modify the news and then put on the mainstream, you know, mainstream. Yeah, they gonna water it down. Right. And so we'll never have understanding. That's why we always bickering and fight. Well, no, they doing this. No, they doing this. No, because Fox gonna say one thing, CNN gonna say something else. Your local news gonna say this here. Some other news gonna say that there. But when you got people like Martin, you know what I'm saying, that got the real news, because he got the street news. You see what I'm saying? We can get the understanding there.
Yeah.
You see, right? So,
like
we can get on here and
like you doing today, Memphis. You educating us, so we learned some things. We learned some things. You know, my sister and I, my sister that's on here, she'll tell you we familiar with the Thaddeus. We familiar with him. We familiar with Frank Gotti. I'm familiar with both of them. So we're familiar with, and I thank you for coming on here, letting us know. And you know, they put these great looking pictures on Facebook, social media, and all that. You see with these cops with the American flag behind them and the badges showing, they smiling, and you know, man. But see, and it's people. We have to learn. We have to unlearn first, because a lot of us, we don't know no better. We get on here talking about humanity. Listen, these people don't want to pray with us. They don't want to sing with us. They don't want us to live. They just want our money. That's all they want. Nothing to do with us. And do we expect?
And these guys have a track record, man. They have a track record too, Mark, because you know he had some other people that the news folk all of a sudden that start, you know, the news want to interview them now, because you had people that been reporting this same Scorpion unit for a couple of months or whatever, you know, but they never did do nothing about it. But now they investigating these people and they putting them on the news, and you know, because one guy said they got out and you know and they harassed. He was going to buy a cake or something. He was at the store and they pulled him over, you know, and man, called him all kind of MFOs and such, as you know. I don't want to use friend on your platform.
Appreciate you.
But they called him all kind of whatever you can, you know what I'm saying, whatever you know you can think of. They called him all this, and he reported this, but they never did do nothing about it. So they had him on the news the other day, you know, and he was so they pulling all their track record. These guys, they done robbed dope boys. Man, they done did some stuff because they are a unit. You see what I'm saying? One of the guys, he been on the unit like 6 years, and everybody else one was like 4. The other 2 or 3 guys have been a police officer like 2 years. So none of them, most of them not right. So they not no real veterans, you know, other than the one that been on like 6 years or better or something like that. But the rest of them were like been on the force 2 or 3 years. So it's like, well, how they get to a Scorpion unit? What y'all, you know, how they jump from a regular cop to the Scorpion unit and they ain't been here but 2 years? You see what I'm saying? You got to have right. You got to have special type of guys on a Scorpion. I mean, so you would think, you know what I'm saying? That's just like for guys that been military, you know, 10, 15 years and, you know, fought in Afghanistan. You know, them type, you expect these type of guys to be on something like a Scorpion unit, not no guys that just come out of Wendy's somewhere. Cause one of the guys working at a fast food restaurant before he came officer. And it's the one on your picture that's on the end. The last one on the end.
Mm-hmm. I see him. Okay.
He's smiling real hard.
Go ahead, my sister. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
This is what you're saying right now. You said the top officer for the Scorpion crew had 6 years. Everybody else is under them, so he was the most influential one. So he brainwashed them dudes. They were brainwashed. They were weaker. That's what you're saying. That's what it is.
Right.
They were weak, and he is like the bully of the crew. He's the leader.
Yeah,
they was working at a fast food restaurant. Lord.
Yeah, the one on the end. Yeah, the one on the end. Yeah, he worked in the fast food restaurant before he became a cop.
Gangbanging. Want to have a sense of belonging. Gangbanging.
Excuse. Memphis.
Right.
Are there any people out there? Are there any people out there in Memphis getting together, like you said, this unit was going around robbing people, et cetera, and committing other type of constitutional violations? They could form a class action against the city underneath say the supervised and what's called say the train and supervised class action lawsuit. Because remember going back to getting in their pockets. Yes, going back to getting in their pockets. We got to stop this. In order to stop this, then there's class action lawsuits. We have remedy, but their attorneys won't do it because that's part of what our problem is. Our problem is legal conspiracy against rights by the Bar Association, these attorneys and judges. This is what the main problem is. Let the truth be told.
And you know what, and brother, you know why they get away with this? Because they know we don't know the law. They know what we know what they told us the law is, but we don't have no black law dictionary. We don't have no law books and all that stuff that we read upon. See, if we did stuff like that, had classes on ourselves, get them law library, black law dictionaries and law books, and had classes among ourselves and learn the real law, not the law they tell us, but learn the law that they know. You see what I'm saying? That they have, because they trick us with words. You know, they know we don't understand. So we go to court and use a word. You know, but in court, but in that court, one word can mean something totally different. We think it means this because that's what we heard all our life.
Let me say something, brother.
And you done incriminated your right.
Hold on, y'all. Hold it. I want to answer a question. Franklin McLeod said, I got to say this is the most quietest killing of black man by police officer I've ever seen. We all know it's just one of these officers were white. It'd be a pandemonium in the streets. And I'm going to answer that. First of all, the video has not came out yet. So you don't know what it's going to be after. You have to say that after the video come out. You have to say that, because you don't know what it is. This is premature right now. The video has not been released to the public. So you need to hold that statement. All due respect to your comment, I understand what you're saying. Hold that statement. And first of all, let me say this too. These officers, they took no time arresting these officers. Normally it takes months to get these officers arrested. That's how to use the process work. Now that's the process. So that's real talk. I got another caller, guys. Hold on.
There you go.
I got another call. I just want to address that question because, see, black people always say what they don't see. Because you don't see it, that don't mean it's not happening. So if you don't see people protesting, listen, the news not going to show you everything. They're not going to tell you everything. America, hold on, brother. America spends billions of dollars to keep us from not knowing. Like the brother said, they don't want us to know. New caller, 8217. Right. Come on, new caller. Where you calling from? Come on, new caller.
I'm calling from Georgia.
Yeah, how you doing?
Just two things. Like to say thank you to the caller from Memphis, because when I typed in about the police chief, about her vehicle getting broken into, her gun was stolen when it should have been on her person. You dig? I'm glad that he said somebody just typed, and that's true. See, I know a number of people that stay in South Memphis, so I get the street story. Now, those police officers in Chicago, you remember what they used to call them, the jump out boys?
Yeah, in Chicago we call them.
Yeah, for those in Chicago, y'all remember the jump out boys?
Yeah, 21 Jump Street too. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what they were in Memphis. That's what they were in Memphis, right? Those police officers were just as damn corrupted as the ones in New Orleans. Y'all say New Orleans. That was doing doggone hits and robbing drug dealers and everything else. And it was a federal sting that took all those officers down. Everybody wearing a badge and a gun. Everybody wearing a badge and a gun don't deserve to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And until they weed all them out, there will be no trust between the public and law enforcement. There will be no trust. There will be no peace. That's the justice. Screen these people, have a higher form of the vetting process for these officers. And that code of silence that, that needs to cease too. Okay, you got them doing all kinds of dirt. And the brother from Memphis, he didn't speak on it, but the police chief, the little sexy one, she got her hands on some stuff too. He ain't talking about that though. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to, force his hand.
Talk about it.
But you know she be on the whoop off the bam. You know, she do.
But right now we talking about. But right now, brother.
Something too.
But right now we talking about these 5 officers. So whatever she's on, we talking about. She did the right thing.
Yeah, them 5 officers.
That's what we're talking
corrupted.
About. Yeah,
they were corrupted. They said that he was doing donuts in the street, drag racing, and all of this and all of that. Blah blah blah. When they pulled him over. Okay, if he's driving that fast, doing all this, you gonna stop right down the street from where you live? That don't pass common sense test. You live right there. Ain't you gonna drive all the way home, then jump out your car?
Hold on, brother. Hold it. Now, who are you talking about right now? Who are you talking about? Are you talking about the victim?
I'm talking about what they said the victim was doing. This is what they said.
Okay. I just want to know. Let's get it clarified.
The victim was doing donuts.
Okay.
Right. They said, those 5 police officers, they said, emphasis on said, he was doing donuts in the street, he was reckless driving, and he was doing this, that, and the third. Then they pulled him over. And he close enough to his house where he could run home to his house. No, anybody in a situation like that, you're going to drive to your house. If you're going to jump out and run, you're going to go close to home. So that story alone that they're trying to feed the public, what they're trying to feed the public, that's a fake story too. See? And along with he was talking about the hospital that they took him to, was it St. Francis they took him to?
Right.
That's not a trauma hospital.
Right.
Don't when you have a certain situation, don't they take people to Stroger?
That's correct.
In Chicago?
Right.
They don't take you to Little Company and Mary. They take you to Stroger,
Atlanta, Georgia.
Trauma hospital.
I need to take
a whole lot,
Atlanta,
man.
Georgia.
Look,
Atlanta, Georgia. I need to say something real quick. I need to say the phone number 872-299-0808. Again, 872-299-0808. The other number, 872-297-6389. I need to answer a question because Mr. Joseph Ramaz saying, Martin, would you ever answer my question, not go out and show the same interest and aggression when the baby and innocent people get killed? why don't you ever show any interest, or are you all scared of finding out you had Tyrone or whatever? Let me just say something to you, brother or sister, whoever you are. Let me say, evidently, you don't know me. You don't know me. I've been doing this for 5 years consistently. I've covered baby killings. Yes, I have covered. Listen, I can't predict what crime come along.
Yeah.
I can't make all the crimes.
Right.
Listen, I make police shootings.
Right.
I make gang shootings. I can't predict what crime that I go to. There's no set crime. If I'm in the area, I'll go there. If I'm not doing anything, I can't go. I got to eat, brother. I got to eat. So listen, one thing I don't do.
And let me say something.
No. Hold it, Memphis. One thing I don't do, brother. I don't take up for baby killers. I don't do that, brother. And trust me, everything that I do is not on social media, brother. Trust me. There's some things that I do that's not on here for my reasons, my personal reasons and safety, brother. So everything is not for social media eyes. Okay? So you need to go back and look at my videos. Go back 4 or 5 years and then come back and come and question me. That's what I was saying. Go ahead, Memphis. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, you basically said something I was gonna say, man. You know, I don't know how old everybody else is. I'm 50 years old, man. So I've been around long enough to know some things, you know, right? Yeah. So what people need to understand, and I got to bag Marty up on this, man. You know, black people so quick say, well, Martin need to do this, Martin need to do that. Okay, all the other people that news reporters or whatever you call them, what's the word the fancy word they got? I can't think of the word here. The news reporter people, they got protection and stuff. Okay, if Marty go out here and do what y'all say, Marty go out here and do what y'all want him to do. You same niggas they talking about Martin need to do this, y'all ain't gonna be there to have his back. Y'all think y'all gonna say, man, that was messed up, man, what they did to Marty. Mm-hmm. So why y'all want him to jump the gun line and ain't none of y'all niggas gonna have his back?
I got
so y'all need to just appreciate what this man is doing, because if it wasn't for him, a lot of stuff that going on in Chicago, y'all wouldn't even know about. You see what I'm saying? So appreciate the people that y'all have like this. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being so quick.
Let the brother talk. I'll let you go next. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Memphis. I'm gonna let you talk, brother. Let the Memphis. You can't cut nobody out, brother. Yeah. Go ahead, Memphis. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you know, and that bothers me so much, man. You know what I'm saying? That people, black, you know, especially how we want people to jump. We want him, you know, want Martin to just stick his neck. He already sticking his neck out by. He already sacrificing stuff by. You know, they know, the police know who he is. The mayor never know who he is. You see what I'm saying? And it don't take but one simple thing for them to plot and plan against Marty. Ain't none of you niggas that sitting on here talking about he need to do this and he ought to do that. Man, he ain't doing this. You not gonna have his back. You gonna go on to the next crime chaser that's doing the same thing Martin doing on their page, complaining about the same shit that you complain about Martin ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you want him to do this stuff, all this stuff, you do it.
Thank you.
And watch. Well, see how many folk gonna have your back when they having your funeral. They got your life on the line. He can't do all that stuff. Yeah. You know, that's just my spiel, man. I get pissed off about stuff like that.
Man, thank you. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead, 708. Go ahead, my brother.
Man. I get pissed.
Okay, thanks, Memphis. Go ahead, brother.
I apologize for, I sincerely apologize for interrupting you because I was so adamant. I was actually agreeing with you, but I was just going to interject the fact of the matter. I've been out there riding. I've ran into Brother Martin on too many different occasions. Right? We've been all different parts of the times I done ran into Martin. Okay, and he do be on that. And I can also agree with you on that. If something happened to you out there when y'all on your lonely in these battles and stuff like that, because I got a battle and stuff like right now, I'm fighting for everybody and stuff like that. I got 3 documented before the Supreme Court right now currently against my life. You're right. Ain't nobody going to step up, stand up, or say nothing. So I was agreeing with you actually.
Right. And this man been in his car by himself. Y'all see the video? Yeah. He been in the car by himself. It ain't just the mayor that know. It's some special agents that's in every city that watch Martin. You know what I'm saying? It's folks that y'all don't even know about that watching his videos and stuff. So don't be, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful on what you want this guy to stick his neck out and do. You don't know these special officers and these special people that never be on the TV. And if they do, you don't know who they are. but they watching him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no matter how much they go up to him and say, man, Mark, you doing a good job, man, this, that, man. Yeah, they going to shake his hand and tell him he's doing a good job and everything, but they watching him. You see what I'm saying? And it's higher than the mayor. It's higher. You know, the governor of Chicago is watching him. That's way bigger than what he doing, man. Is way bigger than what y'all, you know, a lot of you young guys or whoever on here is way bigger than what y'all thinking. These news anchors and stuff on these TV shows, I mean, on these local news, they getting told what to say. He not.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he said unedited, uncut. They getting schooled on what to do. He reporting real stuff, man, and this real folk, man, this stuff so deep, y'all don't understand. This man being a cop by himself. Don't put that pressure on him. About man, he need to do this. You go do it then.
Mm-hmm.
You want him to do it like that? This man being a cop by himself, man. In Chicago.
Let me say
you
that.
See what I'm saying?
Let me say in Memphis. Let me say this. My sister, she could witness this. Shani, you could witness this. Didn't a white man come on my page last year? Remember, it was last year. And he said, Martin, your videos are being watched, not only here on Facebook. Didn't he say it, sister? He said it. He said it. That's exactly what he said. A white man. So I got all types of nationalities watching what I put out here, people. This thing is, that's what I tell people. This real. I'm not making this stuff up when I show y'all this stuff, people. Listen, I'm a soldier, but I ain't no fool either now.
You remember that?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Right.
I ain't.
Remember that time somebody got on there, they were saying some crazy things and stuff like that. I got on there and got 12 feet in his behind on him. That's because, as I said, I've been watching, you know, for a long time. I met you, Tyrone and Eric Russell. We was all up in 11 and Doty.
Oh yeah. But let me say this. Let me just say this. People, and what kills me is people always say what I should be doing, but like the brother said, what are you doing to make a difference? The world is a big stage and everybody got their role to play. Do what you do. Do what's best for you. Right. Listen, I can't be everywhere at one time. Right. I can't catch everything, but what I do, I'm good at it. You know, I don't have secretary skills. Right. So somebody else have to do that. My father always said, he said, everybody want to eat steak, but don't nobody want to cut the cow. You know what I'm saying? And these same people out here talking about what I ain't doing, man, they had never sent $1 to my Cash App. That's why I only give them the pleasure for me begging and asking them for no money. That's why I listen, my sister, she know I had went to crime scenes and didn't have enough gas to make it back home, but I took a chance and did it anyway. I said, God, I'm doing your work, and I know you're going to give me exactly what I need to do, exactly what you send me out to do. And that's what I do, brother. This has been a faith. It ain't been easy. I've made sacrifices, brother. I don't have to do this. This don't pay my bills at all. Right. Trust me. Right. I know I'm loved by many and I'm hated by a lot. You said something then, bro. Yeah. Yeah, this don't pay my bill. I'm not making no living. You said something then, man. You said you. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Right. And you said something deep that a lot of people don't understand because they you know, and I don't know nobody's, I believe Bible. Regardless, I don't care what nobody else, but he's showing y'all, according to Bible, without even using the Bible, what's happening to our people daily. All this is in the Bible, man. And you got a guy sitting here showing y'all everything that God said was going to happen to our people. He's showing you this. Y'all don't see that, though. Y'all look at it as another incident. Oh, man, this here happened, this here happened. Y'all going on about your daily life. He's showing y'all Bible without even quoting scripture. He's showing y'all what's happening to our people. But ain't nobody seeing it, though. You see what I'm saying? Y'all better pay attention to what he's showing y'all. What he's showing y'all, this stuff real out here, man. And he can't throw this out there because he by himself. He can't throw it. Don't do that, brother, like that. Appreciate this, brother. Especially y'all folk in Chicago. Man, show that man some love, man. You know, man, you know, man, somebody come against him, you speak up for him. Because he don't have to do this. You know, you speak up for him. You might not agree with everything he say or do it. Everybody's not gonna agree on everything. But look at the work he's doing by himself. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta appreciate. He's showing you the condition of our people.
Everything that's going on is our people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all better appreciate that, man.
Hey, brother, stop it. I appreciate it. Hey, listen. I got so many callers, y'all.
That's the main reason.
I got some callers, y'all. Hold on.
That's the main reason people, they do not ever hear me talking about what somebody ain't doing. I don't do that.
Right.
I don't do that. It's like, oh, well, you need to go and do this. You need to go and do that. Well, why don't you look in the mirror? What are you doing? Well, I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
I don't even live in Chicago anymore. So who am I to tell anybody trying to do something in Chicago to bring awareness what they should be doing? My narrow ass
and how we
in Chicago. So
and how we need to do it.
Common sense test.
Yeah. Hey guys, I got a bank full of callers, y'all. I got a bank full of callers, new callers.
And Martin, I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I want to apologize, Martin, but you are right. I can't co-sign to the white man telling you that your groups are being viewed in secret underground groups and about how much he does in the community. I wanted to add that.
Okay. All right. All right. Y'all got a bank full of callers.
Yeah. I'm a witness tomorrow.
I got a bank. 3654. Go ahead. 3654. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. These new callers, y'all. Go ahead.
This me, brother Robert.
Go ahead, Robert. Go ahead, Robert.
This brother Robert.
Talk, Robert. What you want to say?
And I want to say, I'm a witness. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm a witness to you doing your work, Martin. You know what I'm saying? We met at Laquan McDonald on 2015, Michigan Avenue. And you have these people that are called trolls. They make these they hide behind their desk and they make these unseen comments. Because the Bible says, "Touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm." Right.
Tell the truth
and it's a lot
and shame the devil.
It's a lot that people don't even know. It's things that he don't even put on his platform, what he does for people.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's a lot, and I know firsthand. It's a lot that he does for people, and it don't even hit his platform. He don't ask nobody for nothing. That white dude did come on this show, this very show, and tell how them race soldiers sit up and study his shows and stuff. It's all, and he was from New York. He's from New York.
So this stuff bigger than what folks think it is, man.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. Hold on. So my numbers, listen, let me just say this. My numbers don't reflect my reach, people. So don't be deceived because you see a few people on here and you think it's on it. Trust me, this thing is floating around. But I want to go to my next call. I got 3248. Go ahead, 3248, caller. 3248, your last digits. 3248. Go ahead, caller. What you got to say? Roosevelt.
First of all, Martin.
Hey, Roosevelt.
Hey, Martin, what's going on?
Go ahead, Roosevelt. Go ahead.
First of all,
brother Roosevelt.
Good evening to Martin, to you and everyone here on the panel. And I do have to say that Martin, has done a whole lot for people, because I met Martin like years ago. I believe the first, because I had been viewing him, I believe like for a few months or like over a year before this. But I actually met him in person during a protest at this beauty salon called Misha's down on 47th. This was back in early 2014. And, I was there, he was on Facebook and I was there covering it because, I'm a YouTube personality myself. And one thing that anytime that we've been on a protest and everything together, and like, if you was to see me in real life, you'd never know until I told you. But Martin knows that I'm visually impaired and slightly deaf. So anytime a protest is broken up, one thing that he has never done is allow me to leave. He might not have taken me, let's just say, all the way home, but he'll get me out of the area or drive me to an area away from the protest. Because here in Chicago, anytime a protest leaves or ends or breaks up, if you're walking by yourself, it seems like police, they will find a way to try to stop you or, do something to you if you walk by yourself. So you're always taught to, if you're on the bus or you have to go to the train, go to the bus or the train in numbers or try to get a ride from the nearest person. He has never, it's been others too, but we're talking about him right now. And, he has never left me all by myself. Never. And one thing I could say about, the matter at hand, they always talk about, this whole system of policing, like we need more black officers and all of this other kind of stuff. To me, I feel that they have, anytime, no matter what kind of person it is, I don't care if it's a white person, I don't care if it's a black person, Hispanic or Asian or whatever. It seems like whenever they become the police, most of them lose their way. Because you notice that as far as we know right now, these are all black officers we're talking about here who've been arrested for this particular crime. This is not a white officer even in the bunch so far. We don't know until they say that the video's due to be released maybe on tomorrow. And this is how come I haven't covered it on my YouTube platform as of yet. But I'm going to once more of the facts come out, because I want to be able to show this video and know what I am talking about. But I'd have to say that this is atrocious. And we know that police do have a way of taking things out on us because of personal things. And I don't think that you should bring your personal life into the job. I mean, if somebody was screwing your wife or whatever like that, so what? Big deal. That's a personal problem. You don't use your powers as a police officer to do that. But we know that this is going on, and I want to know why it is going on. I would like to hear from law enforcement as to why this is going on, because you don't bring that into that. And that's how come as a single person, I don't know if, I would date a woman, who's a police officer. I only say I don't know, because you never know what God is going to give you or God is going to bless you with, or how your mind might change. But as it sits right now, I don't know if I would date someone who's a police officer, because anytime that we have a problem or whatever, just like all relationships have, that, she could use her job maybe against me, to maybe fabricate something on me and maybe get me locked up and everything. And she's angry with me, or let's just say if I do something in a relationship that she don't like, or have a whole bunch of people roll up to my house or whatever and do stuff. That's the biggest thing that I'm afraid of with, dating someone who's an officer. Because I had a friend of mine who went through it, where this friend of mine, she was dating a guy who was an officer, and he got her name and her birth date and ran a secret background check on her. She was scared to death. And I think the police officers and judges have entirely too much power as being people, because as people, you can't handle that kind of power in the flesh. That kind of power only belongs to God, not mankind. Sorry to take over so much time, but
hold it right there, brother. I got another call. Okay.
Yes, sir. Hold it right. What he said.
No, brother. Let me take some of these new callers, brother. Let me take some of these new callers. They've been holding on for a minute. Okay. 4128. I got two more callers after that. 4128. Go ahead, caller. 4128. Your turn to talk. Sorry, thank you for holding. Thank you for holding.
What's up, Martin? This the coach. Man.
Oh, hey, coach, how you doing, man? I don't know why I don't know your number. Recognize it. Go ahead. Go ahead, coach.
Hey, Martin, you doing a good job. You doing a good job, Martin. Kids come up to me and talk about you. One child came up to me and said, "Hey, you need to get the guy that was at our basketball game on Racine. He interviewed me." I said, "What guy?" He said, "Martin." I said, "Oh yeah, I know who Martin is." So yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, kids are really recognizing you. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach.
And I ain't forget about to let you know when flag football start. I got you.
Got me. Come on, man. You got to use. Listen. I tell people, use me, but don't misuse me. I don't mind being used, but don't misuse me. And I ain't asking for no money or none of that. Just treat me right. That's all. All right, I'm gonna go to the next caller. Hey, caller 8848. 8848. I know who this is. Go ahead, 8848. Come on, caller.
What's up, my brother?
What's going on, my brother?
Now, I heard somebody say, and I had just picked up, so I heard somebody say that ain't nobody got your back. I got your back, brother.
Oh,
you already know it.
Hey, Kevin, listen. We ain't got to say that, brother. Listen. I understand what he's saying. Trust me. We already know that. Trust me. They know. Right. Listen. Let me just say a testimony. I've been doing this for 5-6 years. Ain't nobody never put their hand on me. Ain't nobody never pulled a pistol on me. Right. Now, if I had threats and people talking crazy, but ain't nobody physically put their hand on me. Nobody physically took nothing from me. So let me just say that. They ain't crazy now. And I ain't saying I'm the baddest man in the world. I'm not saying that. But I tell you one thing, just as much as you ready to kill, you better be ready to die. That's all I have to say. I don't have to pull out no guns. I don't have to talk that pistol talk. Where you from? I'm from over here. I don't have to do no name dropping. None of it. I come in peace. But I know how to be, hey, I know how to get violent too when it comes from my life. Go ahead, Kev. Go ahead, brother Kevin. 8848. Go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead. Kevin, you done?
Hey, like I said, no. I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
Like you said, you know who got your back.
Right.
You know who got your back.
Yeah, yes, sir. Definitely know it.
One phone call away, brother.
Yes, sir.
If I ain't with you, one phone call away.
That's right. That's right.
All right, have a good night.
That's a veteran right there, boy. All right, y'all. 5625. That's my caller. The last call I hit on here. Come on, caller. 5625.
Hey, good evening.
Hey,
good evening, Martin.
Oh, I got me another female. All right, come on with it. Men just taking over now. All right, go ahead, my sister.
Martin, let me just tell you, whoever said whatever they said on your call tonight, do not know you.
Tell them.
Do not know you. When I tell you, you just recently, the little girl got killed in Iowa. You opened up your platform to her sister, and the kids, and you asked us to donate. You didn't ask us, you told us if we feel like to do it. They don't know you.
That's what I said. They don't know me.
I listen to you every night. They don't know you. But tonight, what I'm so proud of, we got some smart men on this song.
Yes.
For the past 2 years,
yes.
the young guys, and then when you open up the platform to, I think, the alderman or the young lady, she got so furious with that man or what he was saying. And I did too. I told you to pick up my Doris and Sister Erica.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When I listen to you every night before I go to bed, I'm timing into you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna send you some stars. I'm not doing that because you asking me to. When I'm at work, sometimes I'll be at work. I zoom in. I get the little notification. You already at the fire. You already at the shooting. I'm like, oh my God. I tell everybody to tune in to you. You tell me before I get off the work to let me know the highway is congested or was a shooting or anything. They don't know you. And what I do like about you, you said, I'm going to protect the family.
That's it.
I'm not going to show the body. I'm not going to do none of that. Whoever said whatever they said about you tonight, they don't know you, baby. They
don't know me. Say it, sister.
They don't.
Yeah. That, you know what? Let me just say this. I appreciate it. Let me just say this. I'm gonna let you. I appreciate you guys. I was telling somebody the other day. I was like, I'm so married to what I'm doing. I love it. Trust me, people. I love it because I love what I'm doing. It's like a cook. You can taste it in their food. And y'all know me. Those that been following me and know my personality. If you ever meet me in person, I'm not arrogant. I'm not on term. I know I'm always acknowledging my people. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, my sister? How you doing, my brother? I'm very respectful. I don't care if I'm in a house full of white people. I'm going to throw that fist up or, you know what I'm saying, later, or pump that chest and let you know, hey, I see you, brother. I see you, sister. Because some of our people, they get around them white people and they don't know black people. They don't recognize you. They treat you like a prostitute. You deal with a prostitute when ain't nobody looking around late at night. They don't want to be seen with a prostitute. I don't treat my people like that. If I'm in a room full of white people and I see a brother walking in, I'm going to acknowledge him. I see you, brother. I see you. I see you. Love. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to tell you something true. I die for what I believe in. Trust me. Y'all Negroes out there dying for dice games. Y'all Negroes out there dying for drugs. Y'all niggas out, Negroes, dying for this star and that star. You dying for no reason. Nothing. For ignorance. You dying for somebody stepping on your foot.
Right.
You dying because somebody looked at your woman for nothing. Die for a righteous cause. Right. Come on, I'm going in the history books when I leave this place. I'm going in the history book when I leave this place, and may God I be found not guilty when I leave this place. And I'm not perfect, but I got perfect love for my brothers and sisters. I tell you that. Trust me.
Yes, you do.
I got perfect love for my brothers and sisters.
Yes, you do.
When I see a young man laying on the ground, that could be my son, that could be my father, my uncle. If I see a sister laying on, that could be my baby, my daughter, my auntie, anybody. That's how I think, people. Listen, I know the struggle, people.
You ain't showing that body.
Right. I know the struggle. Don't have to, sister.
I ain't showing the body.
You may not like the messaging, but you better listen to the message. Go ahead, Coach. I think that was Coach. Go ahead.
Period.
Go ahead, Coach. I think that was you talking.
Hey, Martin, also,
go ahead.
Also, I really like how when you go to a crime scene that you does this structure. I really respect you for that. Because my uncle just got killed last week on 79th in Maryland. And somebody recorded my uncle laying down. It was all over Snapchat.
Oh no!
Like Martin immediately said, Martin, he say immediately, I'm not showing the body.
And the only time, let me say this, y'all. Let me say this.
Never did it.
Let me say the only time I show a body, if it's covered up. If it's covered up in a blanket or something, I'll show it that way, but I won't, you know what I'm saying? But if blood leaking out, I won't do that. But that's the only time I don't do that, people, because I had a nephew got killed, shot 9 times in the head, people, point blank range. Trust me, I know what it's like. I know what it's like.
I was just at that same block a couple of days ago.
Yes, I was. That's where my nephew got killed at, right where that block I was at.
He sure was.
And I called my sister.
Just at that block a couple of days ago.
I called my sister and I said, sister, I'm going to where your son got killed and my nephew. And I just want to let you know because she watched my videos and I didn't want her to have a meltdown or breakdown. I just wanted to let her know. I said, I'm giving you the heads. And she said, okay. I had to call her because it's really emotional to her, you know, and I try to respect people, y'all. Listen, I do my best. You know, like one of my friends, her son got killed over there on Parkway, O Block. I didn't even mention the word O Block. I just said 64th and King Drive. I'm not caught up in all that. I'm just going to give you the address where it happened at, and that's it. I'm not going to mention Disciples or Stones or this gang and that gang. That don't matter to me. What matters to me that we, the rest of us, be safe out here. Let us know what's going on, where not to go. If you got a son or daughter in this area, call them. Make sure that's not your daughter. Check on it. And I'm going to tell you, some of y'all people watch my videos just for entertainment purposes only until it happened to one of your loved ones. Then you see things a little different then.
Until it happened to you.
You see things a little different then. You call me all types of names and all that, but when it comes to your relative, now you want me to take the video down, but I never showed the body. You want me to take the video down. Now you don't like the crime chaser now. But it was cool when it was so-and-so son laying on the ground. Listen, it was cool when so-and-so was laying on the ground. But now, listen, people, let me say this.
And then, Mark, people be in your message. Show the body. You're like, hey, I'm not gonna do that. They tell him, show the body. Let's see the body.
Yeah, I've seen them do that before.
No, he don't do that.
No,
too much class for that.
And Marty, check this out, man.
Go ahead.
And by you video and stuff like that, when the news people get there, they can't fabricate the video.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They can't, because you already done put. You see what I'm saying? That's what folk don't understand. See, they can, if you weren't doing the stuff you doing, the new folk get there and they can polish up the videos, this, that, and this, that. You got it raw and uncut to a certain degree. You know, but if they show it on the news, you can be like, well, you know, this, that. You can be like, well, man, that ain't what's on the video with Marty show. So it's just that important, just that deep. They can't, a lot of stories. I know that they hate this man for what he's doing. That's what people don't understand, because they can't. A lot of stories that they cover or they gonna be on. He already got some raw video on that they can't fabricate. You see what I'm saying? So it's way deeper than what folks think it is. He's way deeper than what folks.
He's so respectful. The police ask him to stop filming, and he do it. He do it. He might not want to do it. He'll go to another angle, But he's so respectful. He don't get no argument. Oh, they waiting for him to get an argument. You think they don't know who he is?
Oh, they know he ain't gonna argue. He ain't gonna argue.
He said, I'm finna go on another angle. I'm finna go on another side.
I mean, you know what?
Let me say this. That's called intelligence, integrity, and being smart.
Listen, bro.
Ain't no need out there fighting them folk at their own war. Right. Ain't no need of fighting them at their own war. Okay, you want me to stop? Okay, I'll stop. Ain't no need of causing harm to myself. That's what I was meaning when I was saying, he out there by himself. I know he gonna be a man, to want. I ain't talking about these guys on the street that might want to do something tomorrow. Right. No, it ain't even talking about them. That's lower level stuff there. I'm talking about these big guys. You know what I'm saying? It's on the, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about. Didn't nobody have your back. Right.
You know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, I know y'all know. I'm just
around him. He's He's gonna talk to whoever around. Right. So he understands. But his platform, it would be something. He'd be like, "You, Mark, you this." He'd be like, "Yeah, what happened?" He's telling them what happened. He don't even talk to them. He's talking to the community and the people that live in the community. Martin, I listen to you every night, and you be like, "Sister, you been drinking?" I'm like, "Yeah."
But you know what? I never disrespect you, bro. Listen.
Right. It's an activist here, a female. I forgot her name. She's so disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be an activist.
Is it Mallory?
No. I know who she is. Dreadhead. You talking about Dreadhead?
Right.
Yeah, I know who you talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I know you're talking about Dreadhead.
F the police. Right there in front. You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you feel about the police. You don't do that. Yeah. You finna cause more hurt than you is. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Right. Out there cussing them folks out and that's not the way to do. That's why I appreciate this brother so much because he don't do that.
That's
Barbara. When they come to him,
I didn't want to. Right.
You ain't got to sit there. I know who it is. It's my
right.
I know Barbara. Yeah. And I used to talk to Barbara all the time. I said, Barbara, you got to stop using all the profanity and all that. See, we in a war. See, I'm going to tell you one thing about me. That's why I sit at the table with generals.
Right.
I tell soldiers what to do. My military brother, he in Atlanta, he can identify what I'm saying now. Certain things, you can't sit at the table with soldiers. You can't sit at it because they can't comprehend. They can't comprehend the concept. They can't get it. They can't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand some of those actors, what they do. They showing out. This is not the way. When I told Roosevelt, if the police hit you on the front line, don't fight back. Fall out. Get you a lawsuit. Don't fall. Don't listen. If you want some money, let them hit you. Don't you swing at them. Just fall out. Fall out. They can't tell what's hurting on you. Fall out. Because I'm waiting on them to hit me because I'm going to show them fall out. Might have a seizure too. So listen, I'm going to fall out. Because I already know I'm going to get paid. I know what to do. That's a strategy.
Right.
You got to know how to think. You have to know how to play the game.
Exactly.
Because some things you're not going to win at. Listen, when you go in that courthouse and you don't have no video or no witnesses, the judge is going to take the officer's word over yours. Going to take the officer's word over yours.
Right. And they gonna make a monster. Right. And they gonna make a monster at you because they got video on you out there cussing folks out and being disrespectful. So they got video on you. They gonna say she's out of control and this, that, or whatever. She's a monster. Or this, they got video on you. You see what I'm saying?
Or you're being aggressive or combative and all this other stuff that they say, even though it's a lie.
Right.
That's what they say, even though it might not be true.
That's what I feel. They will just
hold on. Yeah, go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister. Go ahead, sister.
Just the other day, Martin had a panel on his video about conceal to carry.
Yes.
When I tell you, you're bringing knowledge to us that don't even know about the conceal to carry. When I tell you, what he was talking about, those policemen pulled my son over and pounded his car, took him to jail, only because he had the FOIA card. But
If I didn't go get a lawyer, they would assume the lawyer wants to know what reason did they have to check his car. They didn't have no reason. But because he don't know the law, they should have just given him a ticket for what they pulled him over for.
Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Yes.
I think
let me say something now.
Okay, go
no,
say.
wait, let me say something.
I'm going to let you say something. I'm going to give everybody 2 minutes.
Let me iterate on what you just got to say.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me iterate on what you just said. Now, what you just said about the Ford card and all of that. First and foremost, all of that is a constitutional false. Okay. First of all, the Second Amendment in legalese, when it says shall not, that's a legal directive, legislatively or judicially. There is no discretion. Okay. I just assisted a guy, and we fought this all the way through first I got him out the circuit court, and then we fought this all the way through the district court, the United States District Court, and we just won this very same issue on this gun thing. That's the color of law. First and foremost, understand that's the color of law. These things that they're doing and getting away with, this is corporation money. Police, it's the same thing what they were first started on. They were started as slave catchers of property for these different slave owners or corporations.
Right, exactly.
Right. Now hold it.
So,
right. Okay, brother, hold it right there.
Hold on, let me finish.
Come on, brother.
Right here. I would love to speak with you, Martin, on the going on the Hulu on the stream. I got access to a streamline service and so forth. I've been still doing this right here, but just extend to a streamline service. And as a crime chaser, let us not forget, brother, there is also crimes that's going on and what have you, that's undercover, like them crimes that's going on in these courts and stuff or what have you. Those are crimes that we have some
yes, sir.
That cause this mass incarceration.
Railroad.
That's causing these cops to get away with this. That's causing, like when he was there at that Van Dyke sentencing, and as we're seeing portrayed fallout right now with these 5 black cops, we know this, but this is all at the level of them criminals that's of the Bar Association, them lawyers and them judges. The lady said earlier about, she was saying about going and getting a lawyer. Ma'am, if you read jurisprudence, the first duty of a lawyer is to the court.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna need you to hold up. Listen, brother, I'm gonna need you to hold. Because I'm gonna let you talk. I gotta give everybody 2 minutes because I gotta get out of here. It's almost 2 hours.
Okay, you right.
So I want to be on time. No. You cool, but I'm cool. Hold on, baby. Listen. I'm finna go down the line. Okay, $36.99. Your turn to talk. Go ahead. $36.99. Go ahead. I'm finna mute everybody until I get to you.
I'm here.
Go ahead. Get you 2 minutes. Say whatever you want to say.
Here. Yeah, I just.
Go ahead.
As far as the case down in Memphis, also these young black officers don't realize, just like what Memphis mentioned. He said that how did they get this elite scorpion thing going? You have to have experience. The top officer only had 6 years. He's not even a 10-year veteran. These boys were set up from the beginning to fail. They got put on the street as an elite, incognito crew or whatever, and they were put out there to terrorize the black community. And they did it. They were terrorizing the community. They got put out as this elite secret force or whatever, and they were terrorizing the community. I mean, come on, the man said that one of the members of the Scorpion crew was a fast food worker. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a fast food worker, but how do you go from being a fast food worker to being in an elite Scorpion crew as a jump out boy or detective or whatever? The writing is on the wall. Now these boys, they got put out there for a reason. They got put out there to do the dirty work. That's why. That's all I want to say.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. 6017. Come on now, brother. I'm going to give you a minute. You've been talking long. Come on. 6017. Come on. 6017. Come on, brother. All right. Well, I'll pass up on him. All right. Come on, Memphis. Come on, Memphis. Come on, Memphis.
Well, man, Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead. Go ahead, Memphis.
Can you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, I just appreciate you, man. I just appreciate you letting me speak on your platform, man, and let me shed a little light on, you know what I'm saying, on the situation here, because I didn't want nobody to be misconstrued on false information or doctored information, man. And there's one more thing, and I'm going to be through with that, because it's 30 seconds, man. There was one more cop that didn't show up there. It was a white guy. He was a part of the Scorpion unit, but he didn't show up. He didn't go to that scene where they did what they did to that guy. So he didn't get arrested. And he was a white guy. Right. Right. But other than that guy, man, Marty, I so appreciate you, man. I love what you're doing, man. I respect what you're doing, man. You're in my prayers, man, and, you know, God bless you.
All right. Let me just say something, brother, real quick to you. And I appreciate you coming on this platform. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know one activist that's going to allow you to come on that platform. Don't know you, haven't talked to you. You just a random person to them and come on that platform and talk the way I let you guys talk on here. People are mad at me right now today. My sister know because I allow people to come on and talk more than a minute. I said, no, I can't limit my people. Everybody can't express themselves in 1 minute. All I ask for you to be respectful and try to get to the point best as you can. That's all I'm asking, brother. Listen, then if I'm gone today,
even if they ain't making sense, Martin still let them talk.
Okay, hold on, sister. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. That's what I say that. All right, I need to go to 3248. Thank you, Memphis. Thank you so much for tuning in. 3248, you got 2 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
3248, you got 2 minutes.
Well, first of all, let's
go ahead. Go ahead, Brother Reswell. Go ahead.
Well, Martin, first of all, it's good being on. It's good meeting and talking to everybody. Memphis, thanks for the information as to what is going on. And yes, I will be covering this possibly this weekend on my YouTube platform, just waiting on more facts. And it's just a shame how this all happened to the, young man. And it's just a shame. And one day, Martin, I want you to one day do this as a favor for me. Because, I'm here to learn and everything as well. I would love for you to get me, and I think her last name is Gordon. She's a Chicago police officer. Okay. You had her on sometime last week.
I'll do that.
And I would love to do a show with you, with her. Because, not only, because, I'm here as a result of what happened to me with the Chicago Police Department. Right. But also, too, I'm ready to, also learn and everything as well. But it's just, so please make that happen if you can. You know what to do. You know how to find me. Oh, yeah. But it's just a shame how this would all happen and everything to the young man. And, justice for him. And it's just a shame that it's like 5 of our people who did this. This was so far, I don't think this is no white man. So it's a challenge to all police officers that, we are the people and you don't have any kind of right to use your job in anything to demonize and to criminalize the people who you've taken an oath to serve. Just be right and do the right thing.
Thank you, Roosevelt. Thank you so much. Okay. 5625. You're live. You're live, uncut, unedited. Go ahead. You already know what it is. Come on, caller. 5625. Go ahead.
I'm here.
You got your 2 minutes now. Come on.
Okay, 2 minutes. So I think it was very sad that it was our own people that did that to that young man. Very sad. I don't understand what reason that they had to put that much pressure on one black young man. That was just so close to his house. It's something wrong. Then at the news press conference, we get a white sergeant or whoever he is. I'm talking about color. I'm not trying to put this on racism, but at some point, not one of them said, "Hold on, man. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's hear what he got to say." At some point, Martin, I listen to you every night. We got to stick together. It can't be that much hatred out there among us for this to be done. This is horrible. This is horrible. And, what's his name in Wisconsin? It was a white cop. You know, like the lady was saying the other night, I listened to you. She was like, "We got to love each other." You know, we was taught not to like. I don't know. You know, and she was a smart lady. I just could not believe when they show all those black police officers smiling and grinning. They took an oath. They took an oath when they became cops. That's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm. Turn your Facebook down. Martin. Okay,
that's
thank you. All right. All right. My new caller, 5314. 5314, new caller. Go ahead. Go ahead, new caller.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, how you doing? Where you calling from, caller?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay, Chicago. All right. What's going on?
Chicago, Martin.
All right, you
might know my Facebook name as Too Blessed to Be Stressed.
Okay, yeah, yes. Come on with it. Tell me what's on your mind.
Because really what's on my mind is I called your platform a few other times too, but I'm just gonna give my opinion real quick.
Go ahead.
This world is full of hatred.
Mm-hmm.
Like this world is full of so much hatred, and it's a lot of hatred within our own people. And it is a shame what them 5 police officers did to that young man. Honest to God truth, but it's a lot of that going on in everybody's house to this day. Cousins killing cousins, uncles killing uncles, baby daddies killing baby mamas, and guess what? It's all in the black culture. I don't know really what's going on with us people as a whole, and I'm speaking as a whole because I come from the trenches, the slums. I have seen and know of a lot of shit that go on with, I'm sorry, excuse my language, a lot of stuff that go on with the black community. Even when it comes to working jobs with your black people, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of hatred out here in us. I just really want to tell my people on your platform, it's 2023. Y'all gonna keep calling other people's platforms. Y'all gonna keep doing this, keep doing that. But when are y'all gonna actually put the footwork in as an individual and love your neighbor? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people like life is hard on everybody, you know. But it's not as hard when you have a community to support you, when you have your community to uplift you, to love you. You know what I'm saying? Them 5 black officers was out there rabid ASS man for doing that to their own people. That's wrong. That's all the way wrong. They doing exactly what the white man wants them to do. Basically, you know what I'm saying? We have to stand up for each other. We have to love each other. We have to. Even if you don't want to, you need to. I'm not even 40 years old. Martin. I'm raising a young black male by myself. And in reality, by myself. And you know, I have to tell my son every day before he leaves and go to school in the morning, and when he come home from school, baby, thank God that you made it home safe. And before he leaves out in the morning, I tell him this: remember, you're a black male in America. You might be 10, but they're not looking at you like a 10-year-old. And it's hard for me to tell my son, but I have to be that mother. I have to be that protector. I have to show him that type of love. And I do that with my neighbors. I do that with their kids. And this is how I was raised, though. But I know it's not a lot of people that reach one, teach one. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what our culture needs to go back to. When you see these badass kids out here, redirect them. Don't curse them out. Don't try to beat on them. Put them to the side like, man, y'all know y'all ain't gonna be doing that. What y'all supposed to be doing right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, even with them officers, even if there was a person who been dealing with this boy that lost his life there, they could have had a one-on-one conversation, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like a lot of things be going way too far. It goes way too far. And then in the black community, it's like we hate each other so bad. We ignorant to growing with each other. It's like we can't even grow with each other. I'm talking about as far as business, I'm talking about as far as entrepreneurship, Martin. I'm talking about as far as your child need to ride to school in the morning. I'm talking about, you need to ride to work or a grocery store run. Our black people is really messed up out here. They don't look out for each other.
Not all of us.
And the
not
reason
all
the
of us.
system get over on us so much as they do. No, not all of us, Mark. Not all of us at all, because I'm not one of the people. But
if we continue to act like this, like and be this type of way as a community, as a culture, we gonna be extinct. This is not gonna be our land. And it's sad to say that because we are the starseeds of this world. And we killing each other. And we don't help each other. We don't acknowledge each other. We don't teach each other. And on top of that, it's so many of us also out here, Martin, not me in particular, you and the rest of the people that I've been listening to on your platform tonight. But it's a lot of ignorant people out here. They don't want to help you. They don't want to learn. They don't want to give you uplifting words. They just want to man their business. Oh, y'all, it ain't my people, I'm cool. But it is your people. It is your people. I just really feel like this is my opinion. Like, I'm just ready for God to come back at this point because it's so much going on in this world. And I know people like you selfish for saying that. A lot of people not right with God. A lot of people don't believe in God. A lot of people don't even know which God to believe in. But at the end of the day, if y'all look around this world, like I said, I'm not even 40 years. I'm not even 40 years old yet. I'm not even 35 years old yet. But when I look around and when I see the lifestyle I had coming up and the lifestyle that's going on now, I'm afraid. And I'm being serious and I'm grown. I pray every day, so I'm covered by the blood. But still in all, I still be scared because it's so much hate out here. And it's as much as you try to do right in the world, it's so much wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like as much as you try to do right, it's still too much wrong going on.
All right, too blessed to be stressed.
The only person that can fight this world.
Too blessed.
Wipe this world clean and can start it over.
Too blessed to be stressed. We gotta leave it right there.
It ain't gonna work.
We gotta leave it right there, sister. I'll let you talk. I got you food around. Let another caller call in. All right, that's it for tonight. Good night to you, sister. All right, 5-6. Go ahead, sister. What you call back for? 5625. What you call back for?
Cause you hung up on me.
I didn't hang up on you.
Because you hung up on me.
Come on, I'm gonna give you 1 minute. I gotta go.
Be stressed. So the young lady before that, we have to let our kids know that we love them. We have to say, I love you. Hug them. Like, we have to. There's no affection and there's no that word, I love you. So when I let my son out my car every day, when I drop him off to school, baby, I love you. Have a good day. You know, we have to let them know we love them. I get what you understand, what you're saying, but what I think is going on is that we have to let them know we love them. We have to let them know that they're the most important thing in our life.
Okay, now I gotta go, young lady. Thank you. All right. Y'all do. All right. You already know what it is. It's what? Live, uncut. And this is what we what? Tell the truth. And what? Uncut. And shame the devil. That's what we own, people.
Shame the devil.
That's it. Shame the devil. All right, people, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We've been on here, 2 hours and 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes. I appreciate you guys. Remember to stay safe. So it was a great show. It was definitely a great show. I love the panel. I love the message. And this is the only show where you can disagree with me and still stay on the show. Some folks, listen, the moment you don't see the way they see, they're going to get rid of you. They're going to get rid of you. Now, one thing about me, as long as you ain't disrespecting me and try to cause chaos on here, I'm good with it. So this is live, uncut, unedited, and y'all already know what time it is. You already know what it is. It's what? Live, uncut, unedited. That's it. That's right. You already know what it is. Good night. Live, uncut,